What's up guys, Reece here with One Dream Fishing. Today Mark and I are going to talk about our top 5 winter baits that you have to have rigged up this time of year. We know it's a hard time to go out and catch fish, so just having a place to start with these baits is really important and it'll help you catch more fish out on the water. Alright guys, so the first bait I'm going to talk to you about is a crankbait. So I'm going to break it down into 2 categories. Your more aggressive crankbait, so you're going to throw in that 65 to 50 degree range, and then your more subtle crankbaits, so you're going to throw in that 50 degree and under range. First off, in that 65 to 50 degree range, I'm gonna throw a rock crawler, a spur rock crawler, or a wiggle wart. Now these baits are more aggressive. They've got a wider bill and a wider action, so the fish are still going to be eating actively this time of year, just trying to bulk up for winter, because they can tell that cold is coming in, so they want to start eating more. So I'm going to throw a rock crawler and a wiggle wart, usually in a crawfish style color, either red or brown, just because you're going to be throwing around rocks, and so there's going to be crawfish up in them rocks, and that's what they're going to be feeding on. Alright, so the next category of crankbait I'm going to talk to you about is the more subtle action crankbaits that you're going to throw in that 50 degree or colder water temperatures. So when the water starts getting below 50 degrees, the bait fish start acting a little bit lethargic and they start swimming just a little bit more tight. So you want to represent that with a tighter action crankbait that doesn't have as much wiggle, and that's going to be more realistic to the fish. So you want to throw really realistic shad color crankbaits this time of year, and that'll help put more fish in the boat on crankbaits. Hey guys, Mark Harris here. The next bait I'm going to tell y'all about is the good old jig. I'm going to break it into 2 categories that I like to throw this time of year. So the first category, Alright, so the first bait I'm going to tell y'all about is going to be your football jig, and then number 2 is going to be your finesse jig. So the football jig is a great bait this time of year. You can go offshore, drag it slow, it's a big presentation, and it's going to get big bites. So the finesse jig is going to be your more shallow presentation. It's going to work well on your 45 degree banks. You can just hop it down slowly and it's going to get bit. Alright, so now let's talk about something that's really important with your jigs this time of year, and that's going to be the trailers. So right here you have one that's going to have a lot more action, and then you have this Reece bait here that's going to have a lot more subtle and less action. So like Reece said, as the water temp slowly drops, the bait fish are going to get more lethargic, so everything's going to slow down a little bit. So the colder your water gets, the more subtle trailer you're going to want. Alright guys, so the next bait I'm going to talk to y'all about is a jerk bait. So when the water temp starts ducking under that 50 degree range, the shad start dying out. They just can't handle that cold water, so they'll start flicking around and they'll just be kicking underwater, just fighting for their lives basically. And so you'll throw a jerk bait, and as you pause it, it looks just like those fish. So what I recommend is for you to have a wide variety of jerkbait colors and sizes to match the hatch of the bait fish in your lakes. So the last bait I'm going to talk about is the Alabama rig or umbrella rig. If I had to choose one bait to throw this time of year, just to get a bunch of bites and catch some true giants, it would be the Alabama rig, because I don't know what it is about it. I think it's just because there's so many baits on it and it looks like a giant meal to large fish that they're willing to expend the energy to go after this thing, and it just catches big ones. So if you're trying to catch a true giant this time of year, I would focus on the Alabama rig. Alright, to close this video out, we're going to end on the drop shot. This bait is a must-have tied on, pretty much going to be on my deck year-round. This bait is going to be your cleanup. If all else fails, throw this drop shot, work it slow, and you will get bit. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up our top 5 must-have early winter baits. If y'all enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If y'all have any questions, y'all want us to go more in depth on a certain bait, please leave a comment and we will get right on it. But as always guys, God bless, thanks for watching, and dream on. Dream on.